Good evening, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancient. My name's Priscilla, and this is my co-host Heather. And tonight's special guest, Miss Valerie B. from Illumination Portal, to enlighten us about the astrology of November. Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies, for having me.
Oh, we're always delighted to have you on our show.
It is always a pleasure.
You guys are sweet.
And it's always educational.
It
always helps me plan my month.
Yeah, it really. I mean, and this is a good month to. Well, it's going to be more of the same, but this is good because we're going to keep releasing to receive, and as long as you're releasing, you're opening the doors up with your spirit team to receive, right? So we are always in that cycle. We're always
That's
in the
sure.
infinity loop, right? But we are on November 1st, and it is all Day of the Dead, right? All Souls Day.
All Souls Day.
Yesterday, of course, was Halloween, and that is, well, Scorpio season starts on the 22nd of October. So this is like when we're starting to get into it. When transformation is in the air, you can smell it with the leaves. Things are changing, right? And that's what we do.
Definitely here. The leaves are falling and trees are turning different colors.
Well,
it's beautiful.
The leaves are slowing down here, thankfully, because my backyard, all 10 by 10 of it, has been full every day.
Yeah, we've had a lot of leaves drop. We had a frost the other night, and I think every tree in the neighborhood now is dropping leaves. It's crazy. We just say hi to White Dragon and Karen Robertson and Callie Healer. It's a pleasure to have all of you here tonight. Thank you for joining us.
And my son and I were out today. We were looking for houses, but oh my God, it was a beautiful sunny day. It was like 65. All the leaves in Virginia are just gorgeous, so it really was good to get out. And that's probably the number one thing I would say. Make sure you're doing stuff like that to just be who you are, where you are.
Funny because Olivia and I took a drive up in the mountains, the foothills this afternoon. It seems like that's almost every Saturday afternoon when I'm in town. Nice. And it was beautiful. We went up and had lunch at the lake at Horseshoe. It was nice.
Yeah, that's what we did. We just had a really nice day. And
did he find a house?
Did he like? No, we went to two. No, not yet, but we're getting there.
Takes time.
There. Yeah. He was looking before he went to Japan, but then he stopped and went to Japan and then started back on it. So yeah, that'll come in. And that Scorpio season, right? It gives you that discernment. Like you really you have the ability to see below the layers, to really dig down into what it is that you want to, what it is that you prefer. I don't want to use the word want in every aspect. So you use the Scorpio season to do that. Allow it to, help you shed what isn't for you, but at the same time, it helps you discern what is for you and helps you line that up, but we're in Scorpio season today, and we're in this portal, the Halloween portal. So allow things to do what they're going to do, because that's just how Scorpio works. On the 4th, we have Mars and Venus right now in the later degrees of Venus is in Libra, her home sign, and Mars is in Scorpio, his home sign. So, but they're going to both change signs like back to back. Venus is at 20. She's like at 26, and so is Mars. He's real close to there. And then they'll both change signs. Now that's significant in the Scorpio season, right? Because when Venus changed signs, she's going and leaving Libra, going into Scorpio. So she's the last one in, and she's the one who really is the part of us that says, what do you love and value? And let's examine what that is. Because we update it all the time, right? So
True.
that's what we're doing. And they're in like prime position to help us do that. Uh, Mercury is in Sagittarius, but he is going to go and go back into Scorpio. He goes back into Scorpio on the 18th. So something in the last month and a half or two is going to need reviewed. Something that we've done doesn't mean it's bad at all. In fact, it's helpful when we do retrogrades, because it helps us reassess things and give
Right.
it another set of eyes, But the
Changed
interesting
my whole
thing,
view on retrogrades don't bother me anymore. Now, when you look at it from a different perspective, like most things, you can release that anxiety about it.
yeah, that's important.
It is.
And retrogrades have never bothered me because I have so many of them in my birth chart anyway.
You were born retrograde.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think there's between 5 and 7 of them in my chart. And I'm going,
forward, backwards. I get it. I have a lot too, and that that does help us, really, believe it or not, and because people talk so bad about them,
True.
you fear them, but they really
Since I
do.
was a kid.
Yeah,
Ooh, Mercury retrograde. Ooh, Mars
yeah, I
retrograde.
know. It's
a
like,
little bit
ooh,
more
spooky.
carefully.
So the interesting thing, well, we have the full moon in Taurus on the 5th, right? On the 4th, where am I? Mars enters Sag. So Mars will go into Sagittarius. What did I say? Uranus will go into Taurus, go back to Taurus, because he's in Gemini right now, but he's backing up to 29 degrees Taurus. This is important. And then where's Venus? Venus goes in, here she is. Venus enters Scorpio on the 6th. So the 4th, 5th, 6th. So this whole
Wow.
week is one big week, because we're in the portals of the Day of the Dead and Halloween and All Hallows Eve and Samhain. So we're already in that. The veil's thin, right? The veil's thin, and we can do all that magic. Make sure to do, say rabbit, rabbit, rabbit today. Blow cinnamon through your door. This is the first of the month, and that's a way to call in luck for the entire month, and to speak your intentions and speak it into existence. This is like really something Spirit is. I mean, just keep saying to me, the more you say it, speak it, write it, say it, the more it's coming to you, whatever that is. If you're having a down moment, say, I don't know, like everything just looks bleak, right? Speak the opposite of what you prefer into right in that moment. No, I'm not everything is bleak. It's beautiful. It's bright and sunny, whatever you got to say. I think we all know that one.
And I was
Yep.
going to say, Terry just said hello. She's in Japan.
Ah, Terry.
So glad
Good
to
to
have you here,
see
Miss Terry. Thanks. Oh, look, and Garnet's here now.
Hi,
Gwen,
Garnet.
Maria's grateful. Hey, everybody. Thank you. Yes, the veil is thinning,
Gwen.
very thin.
Hi, Gwen. And Callie Healer. Good to see you too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have on the 7th, Uranus goes back into Taurus. Mercury retrogrades on the 9th in Sag. So he went into Sag a little bit, right, to gain some wisdom. That's the shaman, Sagittarius just goes in and has all the wisdom, and really helps you. You go through Scorpio season, and you drop a lot of the stuff, the things that are holding you back, but then you go into Sagittarius season, and you really can put some deep thought into what it is you would rather do, right? So that's going to be helpful. But when he goes back into Scorpio, he's going to talk about something that's going to be reconfigured. Now that Uranus going into Taurus, this is a big thing, because we have the full moon on the 5th going into Taurus. Taurus is going to be quite a player for the next few months, because Taurus is really the only earth sign working in here.
Wow.
Um,
That's a lot of water with so many signs and
and we have the water grand trine. You know, that's that is saying just flow, just go with it. Do not try to like stop the water. It's not going to happen. You know, so
ride that wave.
yeah,
Just ride that wave.
and
I'm okay with that.
yeah, I mean, we've been in it for a while, so we're kind of used to it at this point. But when he clicks into Taurus, and usually when Uranus changes a sign or moves, we feel it. Whether it's earthquake or something in the stock market or something somewhere, because it's money, it's material items, it's the physical, it's the things that bring us comfort and the things that we enjoy, and that is ruled by Venus. So Taurus, this is a Venus full moon, and it's a super moon.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's really, I think this is the closest one. There's 6 in a row, and this one I think is the closest. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, was a Libra one last month. So Venus is involved. She's quite involved in these moons, because she's really trying to get to the bottom of what is it you love and value. Where are we headed? What are we gonna do? And this is the collective. We can see that. We can see that there's these two opposing sides, right? And basically, I mean, really, I kept getting this. It's like you have to take a stand for the physical life you prefer, because there's others who want to take it away. So this is going to be kind of like a fight over land, right? It's almost like that. It's like we have all the toys and all the money and all the power, and you have nothing, so we don't know how far this is going to get pushed. But
Right.
I think our society is about finished with being pushed, so that's going to come up, but it has to, because we have to we have to speak it. We have to say, no, we're not accepting that. This is what, and list our demands, do not negotiate with terrorists, and certainly do not give your hand up, don't give it
Don't
away.
lose your sovereignty.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose your sovereignty.
Yeah, no. And this is, that Uranus is what Uranus rules Aquarius. He is all about freedom, personal freedom, sovereignty, personal, collective. I mean, together we are all one. We're equanimity. Let's stand together. So that's what's gonna be going on there, because that is basically a battle for the resources. It's really what it is, boils down to. And I don't want to put it like that, but it's blaring in our faces. It would be silly of me not to say it, so that's there. And that full moon is there. And that full moon, right, what do? And it's a super moon. They illuminate what is the issue. What are the issues? So that's going to be where the issues really come out. That you're trying to take all the resources, and that's with our tax money, and we're not going to do that. Sorry, that's, I think, how it's going to work out, but we'll see. I would have already begun a general strike if we need to know. So that might come in, because that is standing.
What day is that scheduled for? This
Which
general
one?
strike?
They're just doing it for Black Friday, for that weekend, but I think we should just do
I
it.
thought it was for a whole week.
Well, still, it's not long enough, and it should be happening right now. I mean, until you get what it is, we get back what we have lost. Why are we going to pay tax money to these people so they can give tax breaks to the wealthy and nothing to the people? He's trying to take food stamps. SNAP benefits weren't even on what the fight was about. It was about not raising the premiums on the health care. And they're the ones who took the SNAP benefits and went, well, we'll take these, trying to hold the Dems hostage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they said no. And if we don't say no now, we could lose. We'll lose everything, in my opinion. Somehow or another, you're going to have to speak up and stand up for what your your resources, not
Yep.
only your rights and freedoms, because they've been taking those away like slowly in front of us, pretty quick,
Very
really.
quickly, actually. Pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
And so now they're coming in with the resources, like trying to take them all off the table. So that is going to, I was surprised though, how it was just like, I know all this stuff's going on, right? And I'm out and we're driving around and we went to lunch like you did. And everybody's out having a good time and looks like the world looks normal. But, I don't know. As the world looks
It does
normal,
look normal when you're out and about, but
yeah.
nothing online looks normal.
No, and it's like
Nothing.
Nero.
There's a big push here to tell people where they can get food right now.
Yeah,
There
here too. Yeah.
there's huge ads all the time on my Facebook from
Mm-hmm.
the Colorado area. If you have no food, go here. If you need food, go here. And when I was out driving around with Olivia, there were huge signs on the sidewalk as we were driving down the road, different places that were saying food bank, Tuesday 10 to 4,
Mm-hmm.
blah, 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 at different places throughout the town. At
Mm-hmm.
least I know my city is doing everything they can to make sure that people are taken care of.
And
Luckily,
all
it's a blue state.
and all the blue states are right, and the blue states are the ones and they're the ones who stopped the. Two judges have told him he has to release SNAP benefits, and he's still messing with that. Well, I didn't really get it. Anyway, it's like he's Nero. Right? What Nero do you fiddle while Rome was burning? They had a $1 million dinner last night at Mar-a-Lago with The Great Gatsby was the theme, and it's just like you're taking
Can we
everything.
get back to astrology? I don't
Well,
want to talk
and I
about
don't want to
it
get.
anymore. It makes me sick at
I'm
my
saying
stomach.
it because it goes in. It is the
No, I
astrology,
understand. I
and I
understand.
don't mean to do it because I don't want to hear it either, and I don't want to say it either, right? But that is the astrology. That is what's going on, and this is like the buildup. Okay, now here, let me say this: we got that Mars and that Venus in late degrees of their home sign as we're building up to the full moon. Now, remember, every time you're building up to something is where that most powerful energy is.
Right.
And it's like you can feel it, you can feel it, you can see everybody in their heart is coming out and being heart centered and doing all this beautiful stuff. And we're there for each other. And I believe that we will get through whatever this
I
is and
do.
however long it takes, right? But just to see the dichotomy, the two stark differences of what we're all having to, um, it's like basically you got to ignore the crap because it will eat you alive. It
It will.
literally will eat you alive. But don't. And I'm
And
not saying
if we're focusing on all that's gone wrong is going wrong, we're just going to get more of that shit in our feeds,
right.
more of that shit in our heads. We have to focus on what it is that we love and appreciate and want in our lives, and focus on following our bliss and staying peaceful within, because
Yeah.
it's too easy to go down that rabbit hole.
And
Really.
that's what you were saying before all this other stuff came in. You were saying we need to focus on what it is
Yeah.
we're decide what it is we want, because
Mhm.
astrologically that's what we need to be doing.
That's right.
Because
And
astrologically, it sucks out there.
it is. It's so serious. But at the same time, and I just don't want you to think I'm out here coming in here. Oh, everything's roses and butterflies and unicorns, or put our head in the sand. We have to be aware. We don't live there, but
Yeah, you have to be aware. You have to
Yeah.
use discernment and don't live there,
Yeah.
because you and I know how hard it is to stay out of the thick of things like
It
that.
really is. It really, really is. And it's very. We're a very sensitive group of people. Our
Mhm.
beautiful community. We're all empaths. We all are very sensitive, and we just want to see everyone thrive and enjoy life and live in peace and harmony. And that just keeps getting chipped at. But like I said, we all know also that we're at this point in time where we're raising in frequency, and that's called ascension. We're evolving, we're elevating, it's coming up. We are, but we're like in the worst, we're in the crunch part, right? Where things are being squeezed, and then it's just going to somehow, I keep seeing it, my guides keep showing me like that, like it's like it seems awful, but then things just are, I feel a sense of relief. And then we rebuild, and we build on top of what it's, because a lot of, let's face it, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these systems
are screwed up and have been for a long time, and
yes,
it's time to be exposed and to fix these things. It's just sitting here through the insanity that you just think, God, it can't get any worse, and it does.
it does every time.
Every
And
bloody
you're like, oh my God. And then,
we have each other. We
yeah,
know that everything is going to be all right in the end. We just have to keep the faith.
yeah.
And thank
And
God for this community.
yes,
I would have lost a long time ago if it hadn't been for this community.
absolutely, I wouldn't have made it. And here we are, right? And we got this big, just sitting over there by herself now. She's got a lot going on, Jupiter in Cancer. She is in a nice trine, but she's like pouring love onto everything. That Jupiter, that Cancer, what's Cancer want? Safety and security for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like that Jupiter is the biggest planet there, and it's just vibing that in.
Thank you, Jupiter.
Yeah, bringing that in. And it's, like I said, it's got a couple nice, and then it is kind of trying with Chiron, but Chiron is retrograde. That's our deepest wound, the wounded healer with Eris. And Eris is there to be like, we're going to get through this. And, she's the goddess of discord. Don't come at me with any of your narcissistic stuff, lies, and all this, and
I love her.
yeah, and basically standing with Chiron, going, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. So Chiron is, because it's in Aries, it's the I am, where all of our inner Chiron is being, okay, well, who am I without my pain? Who am I once I'm healed? Now, we're always in a little bit of a healing journey, right? But this is what this whole thing, these last couple of years have been about, is this leading up to this now moment in these next few months, right? Where you can say to Chiron, you know what? I can move on from this. I can create something different besides my pain journey. I know I was on a long pain journey. So are you guys, right? It's just, it is just part of the journey. It's part of the awakening process. And I don't know why that is, but as that Chiron goes station direct, I think we're all going to feel a bit of relief. But again, none of this really happens until February. So this is my way of saying, yes, we're going to go through all of this. We got a lot of interesting players, though, and a lot of interesting players on different pieces of the puzzle that are, you can't make that up, if you know astrology. So that's why I'm here. I'm trying to explain it. So when that Mercury goes back in the Scorpio, it'll go back there, and it'll be with Venus. Venus will be there, and I don't think they come together at the same degree. But the thing is, she's looking for what she loves and values, and is trying to figure out how to make it happen. Mercury is, everything starts in your mind. You have to imagine it. You have to, dream it in, or think it up, right? Or write it down. So
Dream it into existence like the shaman.
right? And that's what he's going to do. And then he is going to go back out to Sag and go direct. And he is going to be that shaman, bringing it into existence, right? So it may look, and that's the only thing I wanted to say about all this, it may look bleak at times, but we have a beautiful, like Spirit has got a divine plan, and I can show you each moon and how it goes on. But when we get to that February 20th, 2026, that is the start of the new era. That's Saturn and Neptune starting at 0 degrees Aries, which is you see the degree of spring equinox, it's saying right there, something new is beginning. So I see that and I know that, and I'm always reminded of that date in my mind, especially if my heart starts to sink, and I start to get like, oh man, how are we going to do this? But that I trust in spirit. Oh, and the nodes are in play with this too, this moon. So as the moon is at 13 degrees Taurus, sun is at 13 degrees Scorpio, the nodes are at 15 degrees. So it's like there's a big square there, right? Like that's how they're hitting. So even though they're squaring, they're also, where am I showing? Squares are good too. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're the best feeling, but squares will prevent you from going down the wrong road. So yeah, it's always a good thing, So that's where we're at, and I do think that Uranus is gonna, like, that Uranus in new second now is just going to stand up for its resources, when in that full moon, and they're coming in together, and that's a unified, voice saying, we're we're going to make a better world, basically, So
We've had enough and we're not going to take it anymore.
that's right. I love it. Perfect.
Do you want me to put up the
Oh yeah, please.
show?
I forget I have those every time. Oh my God.
It's okay. Do you see what the background is?
It's so nice. I love it.
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Oh Lord, Heather, knock your lights out.
Scorpio season, October 22nd to November 22nd. Scorpio season isn't soft. It doesn't come to comfort you. It comes to strip away what you've been performing. When the sun moves through Scorpio, life stops responding to the surface version of you. It demands truth, power, and emotional nakedness. You'll notice intensity rise in every area that felt stagnant. Secrets surface, connections deepen or dissolve. You'll crave honesty even when it costs you comfort. This is the sign of alchemy. Everything false burns. Everything real glows darker and brighter at once. Scorpio rules death, rebirth, intimacy, and transformation. So what dies now isn't punishment, it's purification. The patterns that collapse this season were never meant to survive your next chapter. Every ending you resist is an invitation into great power.
It's beautiful. And that's the beauty of Scorpio season, because it really does. You hold on to things, but you can't when we get here,
Okay. Mercury trine Neptune, Mars trine Saturn, and Mercury opposes Uranus. Wow. This energy exposes hidden truths through emotion, timing, and gut instinct. Conversations shift fast. Dreams uncover what was left unresolved, and intuition delivers direct guidance. Sensitivity heightens, signs mirror your thoughts, and choices call for your courage. Prepare for breakthroughs that clear confusion, release old tension, realign directions, and move everything toward lasting peace and growth. We love that. Wasn't this on the 29th? It says over the next 24 to 72 hours, dreams replay unfinished.
This is going on now. Yeah. This is right now. Yeah.
Dreams replay unfinished stories, showing what still needs closure. Conversations reveal truths that were blurred by mixed signals or silence. You or another person finally act, breaking a long period of hesitation. A conversation flips direction and real feelings come out fast and unfiltered. Sudden insight hits and every unanswered question finds its place. You see
Mm,
patterns and motives clearly and realize what was never meant to last. Misunderstanding clear and honesty. What? Misunderstandings clear and honesty cuts straight through the tension. An unexpected message confirms what your intuition already knew. Emotional pressure releases and calm replaces the chaos. Oh, I love this story. Someone
mm,
admits what your intuition knew all along. Old confusion dissolves and everything you missed becomes clear at once. Action replaces hesitation and direction ahead finally reveals itself. Repeated numbers 22, 11, 11 appear as confirmation of your intuition.
mm,
Sweet.
mhm. So
Go ahead,
that
Vivian.
that is a huge thing, especially that Mercury at 0 Sag and the Uranus it's at 29 Gemini right now, but it's going to hit 0 Taurus any second. And that is like the communication gets something going, something moves because of the communication,
Huh.
depending on what everybody else is talking about. But I'd say it's about the resources because it's in Taurus.
Right.
And
That makes sense.
The veil is thinning, and we know that. Over the next 3 days, the veil between our world and that of the spirit realm will be at the thinnest. Intuition will be more strongly felt. It will be easier to connect with source and divine truth. Use this time to connect with your purpose. Be sure to pay extra attention to dreams and synchronicities. Listen for messages from guides and ancestors. And this is from October 31st through November 2nd.
hmm hmm and those energies just don't go away either. What on November 5th, the day of the full moon, is Guy Fawkes Day.
Yep.
That then that is a liberation story, right? It's
Yes.
a resistance, in England. It's the anonymous mass, right? That whole thing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Saturday today. Rabbit, rabbit. When Venus, planet of love, pleasure, and what we value, squares Jupiter, planet of expansion and abundance, everything feels extra.
Mm-hmm.
Emotions are amplified, optimism is high. Just don't stretch yourself too thin. This is fun and magnetic. The trick is finding the sweet spot between joy and excess. Tip: enjoy the abundance, but stay grounded. Oh, that's always good.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. And then here's what I was discussing earlier. This is like today is the Jupiter trine Saturn all month. Okay, so that is important. All of those are important because see, the background energy is not that one, the next one,
The next
um,
one.
the one, yeah, with all
Yeah,
the stuff.
Okay, sorry.
So it's like that Jupiter trine Saturn's in the background. We have the grand water trine in the background, just constantly vibing this stuff. It is to make things move, flow. We're not stagnant. Now next, we'll go. The sun will go into Sagittarius, then the sun will go into Capricorn. That's the next time we're going to have some serious Earth where things will start to make sense Earth-wise, right? But right now, it's let that fire, the air, and the water do the thing of moving stuff, and then the Earth signs will ground it, anchor it, whatever that comes out to be. But yeah, we have a lot going on all
There's
month.
a lot going on this month. That's a long list.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already been through most of them, but
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, and I forgot to say Jupiter's going to go retrograde on the 11th. So she's going retrograde 25 degrees Cancer. So it's going back and it's going to hang. And everybody's at these late middle degrees of their signs. It's either you're at the beginning zeros or ones, or you're at the 25, 24, 23. And it's okay because we're there's something we need to go back and review. Again,
Right.
any retrograde is just, it's
How
just
many
to
does
get
that
us.
show retrograde right now? 4?
It'll be, well, we have, okay,
Yeah, 4 going.
definitely Neptune and Uranus, or I mean, sorry, Neptune and Saturn, they're retrograde in Pisces. Uh, Jupiter will be retrograde in Cancer on the 12th. Mercury starts its retrograde on the 3rd or 4th, what did it say? Soon. Well, there it is, on the 9th. Who else is out there? Pluto is direct. Chiron's retrograde. Uranus is retrograde. So there's a lot, and that whole thing, right? That whole thing is moving major aspects of our lives. And then we get to February, and that beginning starts, and everybody's going direct. They're going forward.
I can't wait. I can't bloody wait. I'm going to go ahead and jump past this and let you read the next one, Heather, okay?
I thought that was cool. I like that. This one here.
I love these.
Repeats everything the other one said. It just tells you about. Like November 4th, Mars enters Sagittarius. Action turns bold, and future found forward. In other words, it's going towards things. Get moving with meaning. Of course, that would be Mars doing that. Okay. Uranus on the 8th. Oh, let's go to the 5th. The 5th is the full moon in Taurus. This is difficult to read.
But I can read it.
I can make it bigger, I think.
I have it on my phone if you want me to read
it. Go.
Okay. Full moon Taurus, tension between comfort and growth. Release what feels heavy. November 6th, Venus enters Scorpio. Love intensifies. Desire deepens. And yeah, she does get deep about it. Craving soul truth, like the real stuff, right? November 8th, Uranus leaves Gemini. Mental noise softens. Some disruptions finally let go. Yeah, something's gonna pop because it moves, right? It's Neptune. I mean, it's Uranus. Excuse me. Mercury retrograde begins Sagittarius. Pause before you speak. Triple check before you go. That's always. Don't ever stop doing that. That's a good thing to live by. November 11th, Jupiter retrograde. Show your growth. Redefine what abundance means. Again, there's that safety and security that Cancer wants. November 12th, Mercury conjunct Mars. So they're together like this. Tense words may fly. Write it, don't fire it. November 9th, Mercury retrograde. Begins Sagittarius. Pause before you speak. Yes, see, I'm doing it again. Okay, triple check. Sun conjunct Lilith. So the sun is coming up to Black Moon Lilith, who is in Scorpio. This is a lot of like our fears are coming up, our deep fears, right? She's been there for a while, but what she does, once you decide to look at your fears and go through them, she's there with you. But she's been like really sitting there showing us, here's the worst case scenario. Okay, that's basically what we're seeing right now. And so she, with the sun, the unseen self steps into light. Own your edges. So you're not going to take any BS, basically. November 19th, Mercury leaves Sagittarius. Big ideas make room for deep reflections. November 20th, new moon in Scorpio. Oh, goodness, I forgot about that. A powerful time to plant intentions for transformation. Now, so we will do. Yeah, we will really know because we're going to know what the physical resources, what the things are we tangibly want to create. And that's going to come in with that moon, that new moon, because of all that Taurus. and on the same day, Sun conjunct Mercury. So there's a Mercury Cazimi where they meet like 4 times a year, and the Sun updates that Mercury and says, okay, here's the new plan, right? Your voice aligns with your truth. Speak clearly. Let me see. On the 21st, Mercury conjunct Lilith. So you see, we got all these boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Unspoken truths rise. Listen more than you reply. Again, this is a good point. Again, to go back to pause before you speak, triple check before you go. November 22nd, Sun enters Sag. Adventure stirs. Time to look beyond the horizon. So you know what you don't want. Scorpio helped you release that. And with Taurus, you figured out the things you do want. Now Sag is gonna let's make it happen, right?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. November 25th, Mercury conjunct Venus. Love letters may finally be written or rewritten. So there is a good, a connection there. Could be with anybody and anything. Could be a car. It doesn't necessarily mean a person.
Could be a
And
puppy.
yeah, it could be a puppy. Love puppies. November 28th, emotion Saturn direct in Pisces. Now this is where we get good. He's going to be at 25 and then he's going to start moving forward. Emotional structures rebuild slowly and meaningfully. Says you see he's at 25. It's going to take him until February 20th to get to 0° Aries. So these take time, right? Everybody starts moving, but they're not going fast. November 28th, Venus. Now, Venus comes up with Lilith. So we have the Sun, Venus. Who else do we have with Lilith? And Mercury.
Mhm.
And this is big, right? Because she wants to know what that fear is. She wants us to clear it. She wants to help us. Desire turns honest. Let's get real. No more hiding. And this is the honesty. Like a lot of us don't show what it is we would really prefer to experience. We hide that. She wants us to let go of whatever that fear is. That's saying you can't have that for whatever reason. November 30th, Venus enters Sagittarius. Love gets curious. Love wants to move. Say yes to the quest. Okay, so we're going to have the Sun and Venus in Sagittarius making what she loves and values, bringing it to the table, right? So this is really cool. It's a really cool month. It really is.
It actually is, isn't it?
I think I got it. And I really couldn't get too much past this first week on the slides.
Not to worry. Not to worry. That one covered everything so well.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Heather. You can read this one.
Okay, November 1st, that's today. Crystals are saying a new month begins, carrying the lingering magic of Saham and the promise of fresh beginnings. The air feels calm, yet full of potential. A reminder that transformation doesn't always happen loudly. Sometimes it unfolds quietly, step by step. Today is your chance to start anew with purpose and belief in what's to come. Leave the old energy behind and walk into this month knowing that doors are opening, ideas are forming, and your path is clearing. November is yours to shape, one focused, intentional step at a time.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, super full moon on November 5th. Focus on personal values. Do your shadow work. Take a break. Make meaningful connections. Reflect on your progress and tap into your deepest desires and embrace grounded sensuality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Resilience. You've been knocked down before, but do you see what's always happens? You rise again and again.
We do.
No block, no storm, no closed door has the final say over you. Every setback is just a pressure chamber forging your strength, not a prison locking you away. Resilience is not about pretending it doesn't hurt. It's about standing in the ashes and daring to breathe again anyway. It's about turning pain into power, fear into fuel, and cracks into the light that pours through you. The universe is not asking you to stay unshaken. It's asking you to rise, fiercer every time, until the very act of bouncing back becomes your art form. And it will. Because you were never built to stand broken. You were built to rise, rebuild, and roar. So it's time to affirm. Every time life knocks me down, I come back sharper, louder, and stronger.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Well, we wouldn't be here still if it didn't happen that way. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
I'm going to jump past that one.
Yeah, that's another. That's just help.
I like this. This is so
Okay.
important right now to keep our frequency up. Let me see if I can make it big enough for me.
I was
Whoops.
trying to get them all in there that would, give us some things to focus on other than.
If you
Exactly.
can't see it, I've got another. I can.
I've got it.
Okay.
Okay, so here's how we're going to raise our frequency. Clean up our inner dialogue so that every word you speak to yourself is rooted in respect and compassion. Good one. Stop negotiating with energies that misunderstand your worth. Silence is more healing than over-explaining. I've been learning that lesson. It's easier to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Sharpen your perception. Notice who nourishes you and who subtly siphons. Boy, there's a lot of that out there. Honor that knowing without guilt. Resist the urge to fix everyone. Oh, that's a hard one for us.
Yeah, that's
Your
mine.
frequency rises when you stop abandoning yourself for someone else's storm. Oh, I like that. Your frequency rises when you stop abandoning yourself for someone else's storm. Make beauty a discipline. Curate your environment as if your soul lives there, because it does. Speak less to be heard and more to be felt. Truth travels faster and lands more deeply when it's rooted in resonance. These are beautiful. Don't wait for clarity, create it. Frequency increases with every aligned action taken from your inner compass. Let go of urgency. Timelines created in fear distort your natural rhythm. Peace holds the real power. Stay soft in a world that wants you hard. Protecting your heart doesn't mean closing it. Honor its wisdom and truth. And challenge yourself to achieve a richer experience of meaning in life by doing more of what you love. Following your purpose. It's so important. I hope you guys take a screenshot of that one. That's a really good one.
It is so important, and let's do the Taurus new full moon with like this. Surround yourself in what it is that like makes your heart smile. All the beauty around you, your favorite pillow. I don't care what it is. Your favorite coffee, your favorite shoes. Like really allow yourself to. I don't know if everyone's like me, but I would restrict that. It's just like, oh, I don't have time for all that. Like. The last couple of years. Now I'm trying to bring out, I do love this. I like this. I like how this looks in my room, or I like how this tastes, or I like how whatever. Surround yourself with the comfort of the tangible physical things that we love. So that's the reason why we're here, right? The Taurus part of us is a part of us that all the other parts made into the physical. So we could experience experiences. And, a lot of times
I'm a nester. I have to have all the stuff I love around me. It has to be pretty to me. Yeah. I'm very much a nester.
You have a Taurus rising.
Taurus rising sign. So
yeah. Of course you do.
It's innate.
First of the month rituals. Blow cinnamon in through your front door for prosperity, attend abundance, and wealth. You could do that every new moon.
Many
Sprinkle salt on the windowsills and doorways for protection and good luck. Light a white candle next to a glass of water to absorb any negativity and to bring guidance from your ancestors. That's what I haven't heard of.
I haven't heard of that. I think that's it, ladies.
Okay.
Oh, that is cool. I mean, I'm going to do my cinnamon after we're done. I hadn't been home all day, so I'm going to do that. I like that candle too. The candle.
I like this one. Eat cheesecake as often as.
Let me put that up there. Very soft.
Good for that.
Right there, Starshot. I'm with you. I'll eat cheesecake whenever possible.
Yeah.
And Carolina says,
follow your bliss. Absolutely.
That's key to everything, you guys. It's key to raising our vibration and not wallowing in the insanity.
Yeah, we really got to like change the in the moment, like flip that script immediately.
You really do, and it's not easy sometimes.
No, I get caught up a lot, and I'm just like grabbing crystals all the time, and I'm going, oh, it's gonna be okay. We're okay. We're safe and secure. I'm a Cancer, so it hits me on my Cancer really heavily of your safety and security is at risk. Yeah. You know, if anyone has that as one of their core issues, it was one of mine. It's a lot of work to get that healed, you know, and into alignment. But, you know, we can't go outside of ourselves. I am the only one who can grant me freedom. Hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana.
And Diana and I will be together. Oh, Diana, is it Wednesday? And when is the 5th? I don't even know. I just know. Well, wait, what's today? Saturday?
Saturday's the
Wednesday. Wednesday.
Because, and then the 4th is election day, right? For 2025. Yes. Did you know that there's 52,000 well, what's it called? Election.
Wow.
What are they called? Why can't I talk? Oh my God, my brain. Yeah, throughout the country.
What did you say? Races? Is that what you meant?
Races. Thank you. That's what I meant. Thank you.
It was great. We all voted as a family. The 4 of us here in the house to vote, and we all voted and by mail. Colorado is great for voting by mail. Yes. And we took them to the ballot box at the police station.
I love it.
Well, it's just down the street. It's it's probably closer than a mailbox. So
no, we had to drive like 30 minutes to this is little country town, right? And that's like the municipal building, and it's all in the back roads in the country and stuff. And I'm like, how's the municipal building out here? This is the second time I've been out there. Yeah. And there's no closer place. You have to go to they don't make it easy around here.
They're making it as difficult as possible.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah, some of them do. But it was fun. I mean, we went out there. It was a beautiful day. Like I said, the leaves were gorgeous. And those are the things, you know, the whole time I kept looking at the leaves going, this is really, I'm alive right now, experiencing this, looking at these leaves, driving with, you know, hanging out with my son. It doesn't get much better than that, you know.
I hung out with my granddaughter today. It was nice being out in the foothills. I didn't see any animals today, but the lake was pretty.
Oh, nice.
A lot of times we see deer and turkeys.
There's a runoff pond that we walk around every day, and there's usually between 12 and 16 ducks swimming around. So we have fun.
Yeah, we have a ducks. I have like this pond right in front of my window, and it's pretty big, and it's got 2 fountains, and they always look like they're angels, right? And they've been really talking to me this week. They just like really just look like huge angels. And these the ducks will come, but the white egret, he comes and he's just like, wow. When I see him, it's just amazing. And then there's a gray one that comes, and I know that, when you're just doing something, spirit's talking to you, and all of a sudden, boom, there comes one of them, and that's like a sign to say, yeah, you're on the right path or whatever. I just love it.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that we have a show on Monday with the Wisdom Circle, and Heather's going to talk about protections. So please join us on Monday. I think it's 4:00 Eastern time. Super important right now to be protected with this thinning veil and your high frequency. Psychic attacks are on the rise, and the higher you raise your vibration, the more you're going to get them. So it's really important to keep those protections up. And Heather's going to go through how we can do that.
And one of the main things is that protections are like, you protect your body. You don't go out in the cold in a swimsuit. Why do you go out in this massive energy without something to protect you, like a coat?
That's right.
Protections. That's the way. If you start thinking of it like that, then you might start taking care of yourself and putting your protections.
I mean, it's a great example, isn't it? It's like, duh, I could have had a V8.
I am really strict about your protections. You need them. I put protections on everything too, not just me. Cats, cars, kids, everybody.
Yeah. Anything and everything around.
Because when you're not in it with your own protection, it's open for anything.
That's right.
Need to have it there.
That's so true. And the clocks go back on Sunday too.
Tonight.
Is that tonight? Oh,
it's
Lord.
Tonight. Remember, it used to be Sunday nights, but everybody was late to work on Monday, so they switched it to Sunday night to Saturday night.
Oh, no, I always worked at restaurants, and we'd be either like closing early or staying another hour. So it was always
like,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's definitely tonight. Yay.
Wow.
Back into standard time.
So back.
And you'll be back on Wednesday with the full moon with Diana, is that right?
I also saw Will Painter said that you're also on the 7th. You're on this week.
Am I where? Oh, God bless you. Friday with Fearless Fridays with Kaylee. Yes. And Kaylee and I will do readings, and we talk a couple minutes about whatever's bringing up fear for this week and try to redirect that into something positive, and hopefully that's what we're doing. And we talk about stuff like protection and things like that. It's so important because it's easy to forget. You could just wake up and just grab your coffee and totally forget what to
very
protect.
Forget.
Mm-hmm.
I also just wanted to say I will be out of town. I'm leaving town on the 6th, so we won't be having a show on Saturday the 8th. This week it'll just be the Wisdom Circle on Monday, because I've got to get prepared to leave. I'm headed to Texas and then California for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I know. I'm excited. Warmer weather. This weather's too chilly for me.
Yeah.
I'm ready to head for warmth. So Valerie, thanks again for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Heather, were you going to say something? I'm sorry.
I was going to say I'm happy to have my electric fireplace.
I bet you are. We don't have a fireplace here, so.
Did you want to say the cards?
Let's pull a card for the week.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea.
The card for the week.
I picked this earlier, and they just said, "Don't forget the card."
Just one.
Yes, and it's just real simple. 39 is. It says protecting treasure. Okay, and this is what Heather's talking about. You're the treasure. We're the treasure.
Protect it.
You are always protected and divinely directed.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And if we keep doing everything that the astrology is indicating that we need to do, then enrichment is something that will happen.
Yes,
Oh, I
absolutely.
like that. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I got hello.
Uh-oh.
Coming in
Evening.
spring, beneath my feet stir the waking, spiraling surges of warmth that tell of life ready to birth. Well, that's just dreaming what we want into existence for us.
And that's so important. That
It
dreaming and
is.
imagining the world that you prefer to exist in, not
Exactly.
what they're telling us.
Exactly. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here tonight. We'll see you guys on Monday, hopefully. And if not, go ahead, Heather.
I was going to say, it's always so wonderful to have her visit with us.
It always is, Miss Valerie. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here in the chat. We love your participation. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Be the change, Joshua. You're absolutely right. Good night, all.
Yes.
Love you.
Love